So I've been looking around Roblox recently, and honestly the game content is pretty dry, although I did find this game which is apparently similar to Booga Booga. So we're gonna start a Noob to Pro series or a Noob to Godly on it even. Just the first episode to see how it does and see your guys' opinions on it. So currently just sorting out my avatar. I'm gonna look like Gandalf because he's top G, and you know, gotta look like the proper caveman that we are starting into this series. Now I believe this game is pretty much you start off on a random island as shown on the screen, and then we obviously beat down the trees with the clubs. We get materials from it, and then we can craft other stuff and better stuff with that. Now there is a hunger factor to the game to where we actually have to find food and cook it, otherwise probably dead, to be honest. So yeah, I'm just gonna chop down some trees, get some leaves and logs it looks like, and I'm gonna see what that does later. But yeah, that is basically how you start off the game. I mean, there's not really much else to it, to be honest. It's, you know, it's one of the best survival games on Roblox at the moment, so I mean, you know, I don't know if that says something, but anyways, we're just gonna kill this last bush and then we're gonna see what we can do with them. Now I remember playing this game once ages ago on another account and I didn't get too far, so I'm not too sure about the full aspects of the game, although I kind of know, like, just more than the average person, I'd say. So yeah, basically, yeah, so I mean, honestly the main goal is to just get a bunch of trees, a bunch of berries that we'll need, because they don't give as much health as like an animal does, to where you can cook it, but we also need other ingredients for that. So I'm just going to continue to chop down trees, and then we can start on the first basis structure of our house. And I think we'll start here for the time being. Later on I think we should go for like a more higher part of the map, so then we can actually get a view and an angle and just a better like placement overall, because this doesn't really have the biggest like advantage against other raids or like guilds, which I'm pretty sure this game has, which is pretty cool. Like, you can join with your friends and then you can create your own guild and you'll all be part of like the same team, and then you can make a whole like civilization and stuff, which I can see like it being cool like that. But you know, for me, I don't really have friends. Nah, I'm kidding, but you know, we do it solo out here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure at the moment I'm gonna craft myself a boat, which it should be using this hammer, which honestly is, you know, it's like a skill tree of sorts, which is pretty cool, I suppose, because quite a lot of games do this, and I suppose this is a cool feature to have. And yeah, so we're gonna make our own boat, and then we're gonna just see around the other island, see if we can get more logs, just so we can just make at least half the structure of our base, and then just see if we can see any animals and we can hunt them, and hopefully not run into any other players, because that would not be good. So I'm gonna get in my boat right now. Let's go. Got a badge for that. Easy. Alright, so I'm just gonna explore around, see if we can see anything. What's that over there? Is that anything? There could be anything in that. Looks like a ship wreckage maybe. I'm not too sure, but it doesn't look like there's anything in it at the moment, so yeah, no. Alright, so we'll keep continuing on forward. Now obviously this game, I'm not really sure the best armor you can get in this game. I assume it's probably like Ooga Booga, where you can get like diamond or emerald, which is obviously going to be quite the grind, but our main focus is just getting the base up, make sure we have enough food to survive, and then just see the surrounding areas to see what we're working with, because obviously being on one of the corners of the map, probably not going to run into many other teams unless they start pushing out, because you probably have their own strong base holds in the middle or the centre of the map. So I don't know whether I want to try and team up with people, I'm not so sure. But you know, this is a potential series, so it's not like we're going to be with the same people each time. But obviously, as well as trees, we can get stone, which I think will improve maybe an armor or make a campfire, although we do need other tools for that. But coming back to my base, or like the spawn island that we are currently using as our home base, We're just gonna start our layout, and as you can see there's different levels here, so it's sort of like a mastery where you can hide the levels, and then they give like extra perks and stuff, which is pretty cool. Gives a reason for people to keep grinding the game, which is obviously a main aim of a developer, because it gets some money and just keeps, you know, interaction in the game good. But yeah, as you can see, the berries, I'm just eating a few of those right now to get my health back up, because we want to keep it fairly quite high, so then, you know, there's no like worry or caution that if we can't find enough food then we might die. So yeah, we always got to keep that at least above 50%. But yeah, started on the main part of my building. To be honest, it's not that great because you do need quite a lot of materials to build them for. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of a grind, but we're going to just look up this hill, see if we can get anything. Maybe this will be where we move to next, because it's quite a good stronghold. Ooh, yes. Oh, and there's animals. Okay, so we can defeat those animals, and then we can get like the meat from them, and we can save that for later. But again, we do need other stuff because it is raw if we don't cook it, so you know, yeah, there you go. No, I don't like killing the animals, but obviously it's a survival game, so you just gotta do what you gotta do. And yeah, so they're all dead, and there's a few trees here and more bushes, so I think the best idea is to just chop them down before anyone else does, and then we should probably take them back. And there we go, wood cutting level increased 1 to 2, so that should give us some sort of multiplier. Not exactly too sure what it is, but yeah, we're just gonna keep chopping these trees down as we're doing, getting all these resources. I'm going to take them back to the base, and that's going to be the main operations. And I don't want to do too much more in this, you know, Noob Pro episode 1, because this is obviously just getting a basis of the game, which it should be a pretty cool one. I don't know how long it would take to get the best gear, or if it's even possible solo within the time frame that we have. But yeah, so it seems like we can make quite a lot of structures, and yeah, honestly, it does look like a good game. I would be intrigued to do a Noob Pro on this if you guys are interested and continue it, and if not, we can obviously do other games that you guys are more interested in. But I'm probably going to leave it there for now, and yeah, that's about it. Just let me know if you guys are interested to see this game and see how far I can get. Hope you guys are all doing good. Give me other game recommendations in the comments below if you don't think I should, because I do value your guys' support. And yeah, that's about it. I'm just gonna sign out. Peace.